Hello and welcome to the Watch Kaki channel, where we bring you all the good and honest watch reviews. If you haven't done so, please, I'm urging you, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Come back here every week because I've got new videos uploaded every week just for you. So in today's video, we are going to do a sort of a show and tell as I talk about the specs and review these three watches here in front of me in the studio. This is actually my dining table, alright, but I always call this my studio, so just bear with me, alright? So these three watches here, I acquired them in the space of about 2 months and I sort of went crazy. I must admit to you that I've gone crazy because I think my quartz acquiring phase, is just going out of hand. And I first acquired this one here, I think about 2 months back. Alright, so this is the SGG715. It is a quartz watch. It's powered by battery, it's not solar, and it's got sapphire crystal, it's got 100 meters water resistance, it's ultra affordable. Okay, I must have paid about 120 Singapore dollars for this one, and I think a month later I bought this one. Okay, this one here, slightly more expensive. This is the SGGA62P1. So this is the full gold PVD. I really love this look here. Alright, reminds me of the word gangster. Alright, we love it. And we also, me and my wife, we always call this one the C3PO watch because it obviously looks like the C3PO guy in the movies. And then a week after the gold one, I ordered this one from Joma Shop. I couldn't find this one locally. This is the SGGA61P1. So in terms of color variations, this is the stainless steel, black dial, really plain Jane looking. Alright, boring Seiko quartz. I went crazy to go full bling bling with the full gold plated version, the 62P1, SGGA62P1. And then this is the two-tone look with the gilt dial look, gold indices, and center strip done in gold at the bracelet here. This is the SGGA62P1. So I'm going to call these watches the SGG series, and they have a really nice name around the family now. They are known as the Three Amigos. So if you ask me, Andy, what is the main thing that captivates you, on these SGG models? They're not very well made. The bracelets, they rattle like crazy, cheap folded clasp and all that. So what's so good about these watches? Okay, I know they've got sapphire glass, but overall, what's so good about it? Nice watch. Okay, admittedly it's not the best build quality, okay, but it wears so well. Very comfortable on the wrist, very low profile. Okay, so let's talk about the case dimensions. Okay, this one here has got a 37 millimeters case size. Thickness is 8.4 millimeters. Let me just repeat that, 8.4 millimeters. Okay, that's very thin. It's got a lug width of 20 millimeters. So if you're into strap changes, you might want to put this on a leather strap. It may look very good, I think. It's got female end links. Of course, this one here is hollow end link bracelet, hollow bracelet. You're not going to get everything with this kind of money. Singapore dollars, $120. You won't get everything, but I would say it's pretty decent. Lug to lug length on these watches is 44 millimeters. Very wearable, very manageable. And let's just do a very quick comparison with some other popular watches out there. So I've got the Zin 556, and this is the Untitled Seiko SGG series quartz, and you can see that it is even smaller than the Zin. smaller in terms of case diameter, dial sizes. It is much thinner. We're looking at 8.4 millimeters versus 11 millimeters. Okay, so overall I would say these watches are way smaller. So I'm going to bring in the Omega Speedmaster as well. Haven't seen this one for a while. This is 42 millimeters. Okay, so you can see I've got this thing for smaller watches these days. Okay, so these watches, they're really small, very wearable. You don't feel you're wearing a wristwatch, and because of the very low profile, you don't really have to worry about banging them up against the doorway, banging against your wife's handbag, the buckles on the handbags. You don't have to worry about hitting the chair at the restaurant. Okay, just very lightweight. Sometimes I don't remember I'm wearing a watch, and I think this is very liberating. So if you're wearing a very chunky watch, say a Seiko Turtle or Seiko Samurai on its bracelet, I think can get a little bit tiring when you wear it for the entire day. And I think these watches, they really offer lots of comfort. Okay, very comfortable to wear, and many times, you know, they're just so fun to collect. They're just so attainable, so affordable. So some other things worth noting, all these watches here, the SGG watches, they have a flat sapphire crystal, okay, and they are rated to 100 meters water resistance. So again, very good for daily wearing. Okay, if it rains, it's okay. If you're riding a motorcycle, it's okay. If a stone or anything chips the glass and all that, you know, hits the side, I think it's okay. You just buy a new one. So of course, they're not running on solar battery, and every 3 years, I think if you spend $10 to replace the battery, I don't think you should complain about that. It remains largely very affordable. So it's also interesting to note that on my 3 Amigos here, the 3 SGG series watches I've got with me here in the studio today, they do have, you know, their own characteristic. Okay, I'm going to show you what I mean by that. Just take a look at each of the dials. Of course, they're different. One is a plain black dial, and I think this one is like a semi-matte dial. It's not glossy, it's definitely not textured, but it's a semi-matte black dial. It's got applied markers. All the SGG quartz watches, they have applied markers. Very nicely done. They have dolphin hands, lume, but you know, small plots of lume, I don't think is anything worth shouting about. Okay, but I'm going to show you what I like about this series and what I like about the 3 watches I've got with me in the studio. Alright, so just take a look at their prints, the dial printings. Okay, the black one here has got white dial printing, Seiko, sapphire, blah blah blah. The gold one here has got black print. Alright, black Seiko, black sapphire text and all that. And this one here has got gold print. On the blue sunburst dial, it's got gold print. Wow. Okay, I think, you know, it's pretty interesting. And let's just take a look at the day wheels or the day disc. Okay, so the blue and the black ones, they have black disc. This one here has got gold prints. Take a look. The blue sunburst one has got gold prints on the numbers. This one here has got black prints on the numbers. And you know, the special thing about the gold one is that it's got a gold disc. Okay, the disc, the day wheels, the date wheels, they are done in gold as well, gold background. Wow. Okay, so they've bothered to put in quite a bit of details, given the super affordability of these watches. Okay, wow, I'm pretty impressed. So of course, you're not going to get a perfect watch at this kind of prices. Okay, and these watches, the SGG quartz, uncleish Seiko quartz, they're far from being perfect. I'll be honest with you. Okay, plenty of you know, low build quality. We're looking at stem folded clasp, non-solid folded end links here. Actually, well, the links here are non-solid as well. Okay, so for some reasons they are made to look like they are solid, but there's a line here that separates the link. Okay, not too sure if you can see under this lighting. Yes, there's a line there, and you can see that this is not a non-solid link bracelet. So plenty of build quality or lower grade materials used here in these watches. Non-screw down crown, non-sign crown. To be fair, you don't really need to use the crown a lot for these watches. Okay, I set their times just last week on 3 of them, and I think over the week this one here may have gained 2 seconds. 2 seconds in a week, guess it's not too bad. Okay, our official spec says I think it gains, the deviation is about 15 seconds per month, but if I'm getting 1 to 2 seconds per week, I think I shouldn't be complaining very much. Plenty of other little nails here and there. So this one here, I really feel that, you know, they've really cut corners by not putting in an AR coating. Okay, it's just annoying. Alright, so it's a really nice flat sapphire crystal, but due to the lack of AR coating, it reflects like crazy. So again, I'm going to take my Zin here to show you the difference. Okay, so let's do black dial versus black dial. Okay, so you can see how bad the reflections are. Okay, on this one here, black. Over here, you know, you can see the crystal here is, you know, handling the reflections very well. Over here, wow, you can see my eyebrow here, you can see the pock marks on my face. It's really disappointing. Okay, so come on, just put in 1 or 2 layers of AR coating. Okay, it's not going to cost too much. Plenty of reflections here on the polished bezel, and the polishing, I have to be honest, is very low grade polishing found here. Okay, plenty of reflections on the shiny bezel, reflects like crazy. You can see my t-shirt, what color t-shirt I'm wearing. I have to, you know, put on a dark color shirt on purpose, for purpose of filming this video. Alright, because if I wore a white shirt, I'll look like an idiot in the reflection here. So I think all these things, you really need to put up with them for this low price point here. But on a whole, I would say I'm having great fun with all these ultra affordable quartz watches from the SGG series. I think the size is just nice. It's just right for me at 37mm K size. I think, you know, it's just at the right size for this style of watch. Okay, for a non-rotate bezel kind of watch, and you know, you don't want it to be too big. If it's 45, 44, it's going to look very cartoonish. So I think 37, 38, or even 36, I think, you know, these watches, they are sized correctly, especially for smaller wristed people like us, or like me. Okay, so just take a look at how nicely it fits on my wrist. Very comfortable, no lug gaps at all. Fantastic wearability. So there you have it. There was my review of my newly acquired trio of ultra affordable Seiko quartz watches. I'm going to call them the SGG series. I think there are a total of 6 watches in the series. They've got the blue one without the two-tone look. They've got a white and a white with a two-tone look. So I've collected half of the series. I don't think I'm going to press on and collect the entire series. I think this is, you know, just about enough to satisfy, you know, this phase of my watch collection journey. Alright, so feel free to comment in the comment section below. If you like these watches, you know, tell me you like them. If you have them, tell me you have them. If you dislike them, if you dislike me, dislike George, dislike these watches, okay, don't talk about them, just leave me alone. Alright. Alright, thank you very much. This is the Watch Kaki. Come back here every week. I've got new videos uploaded just for you. This is George. We're gonna say goodbye. Bye bye.